Prepare yourself for invasion. This is Indie Invasion.
Happy Saturday night, gang. Welcome in, invaders, the Indie Invasion Hobby Hangout. Paint on the desk. This is Eric here with you, joining you for another Saturday night of getting some paint on minis. Let me know if you guys can hear everything okay. I have my mic. It might be a little bit far away, but hopefully you guys can hear everything okay. Welcome in. If you're first time joining us, if you could, a little business before we jump into it. Give us a little thumbs up. Follow, like, subscribe on all the different social media platforms. Twitch here, YouTube. We stream our live streams, whether it's our Thursday night shorts every Thursday night on Facebook, YouTube, and here on Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, it looks like we got a couple people on Twitch. But we appreciate it if you give us a little thumbs up there. Lets us know that you like what we're doing. Let's see. We got a couple people already jumping in. Clem, welcome in, Clem. Happy Saturday night. Yes, boost that Twitch, Clem. Boost it. So what's going on, everybody, with Saturday night? I got my coffee ready. It is 8:39 here in the Central Plains. I don't know where you are. Sometimes we get our good friend Alder that's in the future on Sunday. Maybe he'll pop in. It's another one of those nights. Let's try and get some minis done. So what I'm going to do tonight, I'll just come right out and tell you guys, I'm working on stuff that I started with the speed paint. I wanted to focus on just a couple minis tonight, so I could actually feel like I got something done. Last week we did a bunch on the Thing board game minis. I did all the little aliens with the speed paint, and I did a little bit on these guys. I'm doing the Shadespire Chosen Axes tonight because I started with these guys. I think you guys can see with the glare. This was some of their original warbands that they came out for Underworlds. And they've just been sitting for a while together. And I haven't played the game in a while, but they're cool minis. I figured I'd, paint them up, use them for whatever. We got some fantasy games out there that you can use, agnostic minis. I think the only warband I ever painted was the Chaos. I think they're the Blood God Chaos guys. I'm blanking on the name of them. And those are the ones that I played with when I played the game. I think I have the whole first wave that came out with when this first came out. And I got a couple of the other ones. I got the Ogre Kingdom guys, I think it was. And I think I got the Night Haunts. I might have got the Vampire Ghoul guys too. Yes, Corn. Thank you, Clem. That's what it was. The Corn guys. That's the only ones that I ever really fully painted. I've put a bunch of them together. They've been sitting in a drawer, like many of my minis. And I was digging when I was first doing the speed paint stuff. I dug them out and said, oh, let's try doing something with these. These guys are a little bit different. So that's what we got tonight. The speed paint was done. I want to start focusing on some of the detail work, like the armor, their axes, their helmets. They don't have much to them, as you can see. Let me switch around. You can see that it has a lot of skin. So there's probably, I should be able to, I think, get at least paint on everything tonight. My goal is to get all that white covered and maybe put some washes on it. Bring out some of the shadows a little bit more on them. We'll see. Hopefully, I just have to keep an eye on the old clock tonight and do that. But yeah, these guys actually, did I put them? Which one do I got on the stand here, Clem? You talk about skulls. This guy, here, I got to put coffee down so I can hold him up. This guy's got a skull. He's standing on a skull. So, and I tell you what, the paint I used for the the skull. Let me see. Do I still have it in front of me? It's a speed paint. I do not see it. They have a bone one in the speed paints that's phenomenal. I mean, you can see I put some of the that's black speed paint, and then that was like your bone white. So it gives it that brown hue automatically, which I thought that was really, really cool. Because in the past, to get that kind of bone effect, you know, you do your base coat and then you start dry brushing and then probably have to go back in with a wash or something like that. So I did like 3 steps in one. I love that speed paint for that color. Let me see if I can find it real quick and I can tell you guys what it is. Actually, I'll just look in the box. It is called Pallid Bone. So if you guys are looking to get any of the speed paint and you just want one, that's one I highly recommend. I believe these are being sold separately now. So check that out at your local store online. Army Painter Speed Paint. It cuts down doing all those different layers and steps so quick. Let's see. Clem, you are chatty tonight. Let me see if I can catch up a little bit with you here. Are those fire dwarfs or slayers? I believe, let's see, does it say? I want to say they are the slayers. Because they don't have a whole lot of clothes on. They got like a loincloth covering them. And that's about it. I don't think, you know, another reason I wanted to paint these guys is I don't think I've ever painted dwarfs in general, let alone Games Workshop. I did paint, I take this back a little bit. I did paint some old school Chaos dwarfs. It was the old Chaos Army box, you know, that big old mega box that they used to have. And it came with a Hell Cannon, and the Hell Cannon had 2 Chaos dwarfs. So those were probably the closest I got to painting dwarfs. Granted, they were Chaos dwarfs, so basically a little guy with a lot of armor on, a lot of spikes, a lot of skulls. That's about it. So what else Clem's saying here? You're lost on the new AOS lore. You're not the only one out there. I know there's a lot of people that prefer the classic fantasy, and I heard rumors that they may be going back to a little bit more of that, getting away from that Age of Sigmar. Naked dwarf thing we should know about? No. I guess these dwarfs just, they don't have time for clothes, you know, they're going out and slaying stuff. But yeah, they do have big hats, the big plumes on it. So, but that's the story behind tonight's painting project is, yeah, it's just these been sitting around for a while. I've never painted dwarfs. They were test models for me for the speed paint. So I figured let's finish them off. I have a bad habit of starting projects, starting a lot of miniatures and not following them all the way through. And then eventually months later, maybe a year later, I go back to them and say, oh yeah, I should probably finish these. I have drawers filled with models like that. It's the shiny syndrome. You know, you get going on a project and then you may hit a road bump or you lose that motivation. And, you know, and that's probably a subject for us on Shorts Thursday nights is motivation. How do you keep your motivation? Anyway, but yeah, I run into that and then you find something new and shiny and it's just like, oh, that's cool. I want to get that and paint that type of thing. And I know that happens to a lot of us. That's why we have a pile of opportunity, right, Clem? Yep, see, I knew you were right there with me. I knew it. Many of us are in that same boat. And it is hard, especially right now with summer. There's a lot going on to keep going on that project and finish it off. With new releases, that's tough. That's really tough sometimes. But let's see. If you are joining us, say hello. I'd like to hear from you guys, see who we got on here. And I see Clem. Clem is our big one tonight. You get the gold star tonight. Oh, you know what I forgot too, Clem? You're gonna get one of these because you were tearing up my chat window there. You get a ding. You were first, and you were just tearing it up. But yeah, we got a couple people on here on Facebook and Twitch and even on YouTube. So, but if you guys are catching this, maybe you missed a little bit of the beginning, or you know you don't have the time to sit and watch it all the way through. I usually do these for about 2 hours. You can go back, rewatch it on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. That's one of the reasons we do like streaming stuff like this, is that it goes into basically our library of videos. So you guys can watch it at your leisure and then rewind it, enjoy it. Maybe you know want to rewatch me painting a certain area of something. I don't know. that's what reruns are good for, right? Oh, look at this. So we have a viewer that's upstairs. My wife says hello from upstairs. Probably will not have any clue what I'm talking about, but she's supportive. So thank you, baby. Clem, my STLs are files of opportunity. That's right. You have you got backups for all those? You got the little portable hard drive, Clem, to store all that? I've heard other people talking about that problem with the STLs, that you just, because a lot of places give them out free or they're really cheap. A lot of times you buy, I'm trying to think, those Kickstarters. They have a lot of Kickstarters that you can just get the STL files, or Etsy's a good one too, I believe. And then there's tons of other sites that you can download that stuff for free. And I that's kind of neat, and I can understand why you would have a files of opportunity there, Clem. You just got to keep that sucker running 24/7, right? All right. Anyway, let me move some stuff around here. I got to move my water so I can reach it, actually, and hopefully not spill it, because I got it right next to the mic. That would not be good. Cheers. And let me put this over here. And let's do a little switching around. Let's I jibber jabbered enough. As Clem, you like to say, let's get to the shenanigans, and we'll start slinging some paint. I'm excited to try to finish these guys off. Like I said, I don't know if I'll ever get to use them for necessarily Underworlds. I don't know if they're a viable warband anymore, but you know what? I got everything. If it's just a casual fun game with my son or a buddy, why not? I got it, right? I can use it whenever. I don't have to go to no store to play and worry about being competitive and stuff. I'll just throw a bunch of the cards together and just play. All right, so let's put some background stuff on, because I know I am not going to keep up this pace of talking. Let's do a little bit different music tonight. I usually have one particular one on. This one's kind of quiet. Let me go back to our usual one we have. All right. And oh yes, let's do this, because you don't want to stare at me all night. You want to see what the goods are. Turn some lights on so I can see a little bit better. All right, so yeah, let me zoom in a little bit. Come on, focus. So basically these guys, that's just all speed paint on him right now. I would like to put some washes on the beard and the plume there. Maybe try to get those shadows a little bit darker, not just dark orange. I was thinking, I got like a brownish wash that would be nice for that. His skin, not sure yet exactly if I want to use just a gray tone, but I'm not going to worry about that right away yet, because you can see all the white I still have primer showing. I want to get all that covered. And I had a hard time deciding, do I want to do copper? Most of what I've seen for dwarfs, they do a lot of copper which I really like the copper color for a metallic, but I have a feeling it's going to clash with this orange too much. So I'm thinking about, and I've never used these yet. I have brass. So I have just, or not brass, a bronze. I have a dark bronze, like I guess your basic, and then I have a light one that I could use for highlighting. I've never used these. I haven't even opened them yet. And I think this would be a good opportunity. These are kind of test models, like I said. So why not? Let me move these guys out of the way. But before I do brass, I started, like on this guy, I started doing some of the metallic. And the metallic that I was using, I didn't want to go too dark as silver. So I was actually using this Claymore blade that it's kind of a middle gray. It's not super bright. And usually what I do when I put this on as a base, I'll hit it with a wash to darken it that little bit more. And then I'll come back with a lighter silver and use that as a highlight. I don't have a light silver near me right now, but this is very reminiscent of the chainmail, I think, that Citadel had. It actually might be a little bit darker, which I like. I kind of like the dark grays. Let's see. Yes, let's sling some paint there, Clem. Yeah, who's gonna know? Play how I like. Going back to just playing at home. Maybe I'll find a game I can use dwarfs in as a warband. I would use these easily. I'm thinking. What is? I know there's a couple games coming out that are fantasy oriented that you can use whatever minis. These may go in there if I want to do dwarfs. I don't know. Maybe I can I'll make them space dwarfs, even though they're fantasy looking, right? Why not? I can just say that their axes are energy axes. All right, so let me see if we got any other chit chats here. I got two windows open. I actually got the Twitch open right now. So let's go ahead. I'm going to start with going back to my Claymore here. Give it a good shake up because this has been sitting for a while. Clem, did you order Space Station Zero by Snarling Badgers? We were just talking about that this week. If you guys didn't hear that, it's a new game put out by the same company that made Rain in Hell. Sci-fi oriented, very similar with some of the mechanics of building your little crew, and uses D12s. And I started reading through the rule book, and it's got some interesting stuff in there. I like the puzzle aspect of it's 24 different scenarios. I couldn't help but flip through them, and they do get harder as they go up, which makes sense. Your crew as you play is going to level up, so to say, get new weapons and stuff like that. So they got to make it more and more challenging, which I think is interesting. All right, let's try that. I might have to move this a little bit because it's kind of dark over here. Let's try this. Love Uncle Adam. Yes, I do like a lot of his stuff, but you're obsessed with that. So, Clem, you gotta tell us Zinvaded. You got to send us a link to that. I know Mac wants to check it out. We got to check that out. I don't know where you got that from. You may have done that before, and it's lost the time, but I like to check it out again because that's a game that you can. It's just a set of rules, right? They don't have like a miniature line or anything. Yeah, I'll put quite a bit there. It's probably not enough. let's move this here. Move the mic a little bit. Oh, it comes with minis. It's on the Discord. Awesome. Yeah, if you guys want to check that out, if you want to join the Discord, we do have, let's see if I can find the link. Here's the link. But you know what? You guys want simpler, just go in the show notes. We got it in the show notes. You can just follow that link and join in the Discord. Always good conversation and projects picks in there so you can get some ideas. You guys have questions about games or painting or whatever, we got a super duper community that's willing to help. So there we go. There's my little plug for the Discord tonight. Leah, I rang that bell twice and we haven't even said the magic word for it. Okay, let's see if my camera is in a good spot for this. Monkeying with the camera quite a bit today to always trying to get a better view for you guys. Yes, Clem Twisted. There you go. There's the official one. Oh. All right, so I'm gonna just do this quick and nasty, and I'm just gonna paint this whole thing here silver. Because I don't want to focus too much. These guys, I don't want to say throwaway models, but I'm not overly concerned on how clean and precise they are. I gotta take them off the thing so I can get it underneath here. So, Clem, I saw you played your game today with your buddy. How'd the game go? If we say Twisted 3 times, does Mac show up? Well, Mac is in the middle of his Necromunda game right now. Who knows? He may actually have us on here in the background while he's playing. Two thin coats. Yeah, I'll probably do 2 thin coats. Let's see. Did that. Gonna do this side. Probably should have used a different brush. This brush is a little thin for, just trying to get coverage. Like I said, I'm not overly concerned about how clean it looks just yet. I can always go and touch up. All right, let's do this other axe here. Yeah, I have to look to see who's the leader of this warband. I think it's this guy. The guy standing, he's the only one standing on a skull, and he's the only one that has like that big old axe. So I'm thinking he's the head honcho. Because I was thinking when I mentioned doing maybe a copper color, maybe I'll do copper on him to make him stand out from the others, and then do the others with the bronze. That way they just don't all look the same either. And partly because I don't really feel like doing a batch paint job on these guys. These guys pretty much look alike already, with them running around half naked. So I gotta figure out some way to make them stand out and be different. All right, I can put him back on here because I'm gonna do his helmet now. Hopefully this guy is staying in focus for you guys so you can see pretty good. Guess I could move the camera a little bit closer, right? All right, so your game. You started in a local eatery, then back to the house for a proper game. So is this the kind of game you can just use whatever terrain, right? Like that. Oh man, we mentioned it the other day. The starts with a B. That little house something or other where you use whatever's around your house as your terrain. I know you're gonna remember it and you're gonna chime in there and say it. Let's see. This is why I decided to use this brush. This is some itty bitty detail work right here. Okay, yes, it's a real 1-to-1 scale game. So what is there a backstory to that, Clem? Are they like supposed to be little house elves, that type of thing? Or am I thinking of that other game? I think I am. But it's hard to do edge highlighting, or not highlighting, but line work when you got a brush that wants to just split on you. I already see some touch-up areas. So I'm getting silver on his awesome beard. Yep, little bug aliens intended to take over Earth and had bad info on how large humans are. Okay. That's pretty funny. They thought they were coming to conquer us and found out, oops, they are giants. It's like Gulliver, right? I think I need new brushes. This sucker is trying to do some of the small detail work with this silver, and man, it's fighting me every step of the way. Well, he's got a silver helmet though now. Hard to see in my lighting, it just washes it out. Don't know if he's got really any more silver, so I'm gonna call him done for now. Let me check this guy. Well, it looks like I painted his gauntlet silver, but you know what? Do I want it? Yeah, I think that's good. So I want to do that on this guy. So I have to decide, what do I want to paint that bronze color. Oh, see, I totally missed some on this guy underneath. I didn't do underneath his axe here. I was thinking I was going to paint that a different color, but you know what? Just paint it. I can always dry brush it another, the brass or whatever. Make it simple. I'm not even going to bother putting them on the paint holder. It's just this little bit. I had different ideas. Well, I've changed my ideas since then, so it's a nice thing with painting. You can do that. Yeah, his helmet looks pretty good. Okay. Oh, looks like I got a bad connection. Weird. It is supposed to rain here. Maybe that's why I got a bad connection. Oh, it cleared up. Yeah, I don't understand why I have problems with connections sometimes. I'm hardwired. It's not like I'm running wirelessly. So Clem, you're talking about your game there. So they are now living in a Chinese restaurant. Yeah, the movie Toy Soldiers is kind of what I was thinking of. What the waiter said he thought of that movie. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, that movie came out. Oh man, when did that movie come out? In the 90s? But still, most people know of it. Clean those brushes. Clem, I clean these brushes every time I use them. I got the brush soap. I got the, where is it? I don't even know where I put it right now, but I got the little thing that you let, Vallejo makes, that you just let the brushes sit and soak. I'm just too rough on my brushes. That, and you know what? I tend to get the cheaper brushes too, so maybe that's a little bit of it. Even though, you know what, I'm using a GW one right now, a Citadel one. It's doing the same thing that even the cheapo ones do. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm just rough on them, I think. Hey, if you guys see me getting out of frame too, where you can't see what the heck I'm doing, just holler at me. Sometimes I don't look up for a while at my monitor, and then when I do, I'm like, oh geez, you can only see like a bit of what I'm doing. Which I probably will have a tendency to do more, just because the camera, I put it closer to me. It doesn't have as much forgiveness. I forgot to paint the other end of the axe over here. Now, I actually thought about, Clem, pulling out my Car Wars vehicles because I never did finish painting all those. I think I got halfway through, and that was it. I'm assuming you finished yours. Too much, too much. Too many opportunities for painting. Oh, thank you, Clem. Maybe I let the magic out a little bit faster. Thank you for saying my stuff looks great. I appreciate that. I try. I'm the typical artist that really does not like my paint job, so sometimes I feel like I'm just slapping it on there to get it done. Okay, I gotta do this helmet now. You stalled on set 2 and 4. So you got the core done, though. I don't know if I got the core done. I think I had a couple oddball cars from the core I didn't do. I don't even know if I looked at the expansions that were there for that. I must have, because I remember painting a couple. I think I just pick and choose from that, the expansions, which ones I wanted to do. Okay, are those eyebrows? I can't tell. I can't tell if his eyebrows are coming up and over his helmet edge there. Oh. Funny, Clem, I was thinking about so I got an extra set of the exclusives for Marvel United from the first one, and I was gonna just, flip it, resell it to, I'm sure somebody out there would buy it because they didn't back it and all that. And then for some reason I got in my head I should do is paint them and then sell them like individually. Like I have time for that. But then I was like, nobody's going to want that stuff. And it's just more stuff I would have to paint that I barely get the stuff I want to paint painted. It's actually one of the few things I'm looking forward to in winter. I'll have more time. I don't have to go outside and cut grass and all that stuff. Yeah, I can't tell. See, I'm probably going to paint that color. That's all right. I'll come back and deal with it then. I can't tell where his mustache starts and ends. I'm guessing right there where I just painted, so. I have a feeling I'm going to be working on these guys for a while. There's a lot of detail there. That's good for now. And then him, let's see, let me double check. You know what? I'm going to do some touch-ups. I know I kind of rushed through these keys here. Yeah, I'm probably going to come back and paint more areas. All right, I think I'm done with silver for now. I think what I'll do, since he's on here, maybe I'll, like I said, I was going to do copper with him. So let me get a little shake up. Mac is on the Discord. Tell him to get on here. Posted his game picks. Ah, okay. So his game is done already. Yeah, I think he usually starts those games early, so. Well, maybe he'll jump on here since he's done. I'm going to change the brushes. I'm going to try and do a different one. Let's see. Let's use not that one, not that one. That's a little big. Let's try this one. I don't know if this one's much better. I can see it fraying. All right. I love this color that I'm getting ready to use here. It's Brass Scorpion. Pretty neat. I like using this for a base. It's got a little bit of an orange tint to it. Combine this with copper, which is a little bit brighter. It's pretty cool. All right. Yeah, it's a really cool shade, Clem. Yeah, this guy's looking at his helmet. He's got the big, he looks like the big cheese. This one might be a little bit too big for doing some of these edges here. I'm waiting for my hand just to twitch and it to go where I don't want it to go. I gotta look at the other side to see exactly what I painted and didn't paint. Yep, I'm gonna switch. Getting a little too hairy there. probably hide a little bit of that with some wash work if I miss a little bit. Ow. Guy's poking me with his axe here. Oh, how much of his helmet there do I want to paint? Should I just do it all? I think so. I think I'm just going to do it all. I can always come back and do something else trim wise. Yeah, I'll just do it all. Oops. Oops. There's one touch up already. Got some paint on the silver part where I don't want it. Okay, let's do the other side now. This is the tedious stuff here. Hard enough to do on a model you're excited about, but when one's just kind of meh, it's hard. Get that paint mixture a little bit better so it flows better. Okay. I think I got all the spots. I don't see any more primer. So I figure what I'll do is I'll come back in here and detail it with the bronze, certain areas. Same with this helmet. It's just detail work. I'll come back in once I kind of see a little bit more of what my color scheme is going to be, because I'm kind of just trying to cover right now. And I can go back and change it. Flip that. I know he's got an emblem on the other side. Okay. Now let's do Yeah, let's just do the whole thing. On the end here, this color, just like the rest of them, his helmet and whatnot. I'll come back in and change it up a little bit if I want to. Once I see how the color balance is and stuff like that. If it looks like it's too much of one color, I can maybe add another one to help break it up. Let me see if looking at the box helps me decide anything. Not really. Okay. Didn't really help much. I'm probably going to change this later, but I'm going to paint these keys this color just so it's something. I'll probably change these to the brass. Make them a little bit lighter. I'm having issues getting the paint in there. These things are really textured. But I kind of just want to get some base coat down on some of these areas. I can just change them later. Not that big of a deal. I don't think it'll be hard with these guys too. So there we go. Let's see. I kind of want to put a little bit of this. Let's see. Oh, that's tiny. Some there. Some there. Helps break up that silver. Oh, I got paint on my hand from somewhere. What did I touch? I don't know. Probably this right here. Kind of thinking that middle part of his axe needs this too. Right here. Yep, that's right where I hit. I just felt me touching the other end of his axe here. It's not dry yet, so it's just smearing it all over. A little more water. It's not flowing good for me. There we go. Do I do any of the other details on? Oh yeah, he's got like a little dwarf face on his loincloth there. All right. Probably will have to go back to this color later, but because it's more of a highlight type of deal down here, not really a base color for some of this detail. But I'll put it down there right now. That one I can do. Some of this other stuff is just easier to do it after I do the loincloth a different color. Like I gotta decide these braid things he has on his beard. Same with the back. Because he's got like these little dwarf faces on the back here too. I don't know if these are the colors that's gonna stay, but it just helps me see the balance of everything. Time to play some Destiny. Ciao for tonight. All right, Clem, take it easy. Glad you stopped in for a little while. Hang out, watch some hobby, listen to me babble, and all the other shenanigans that go with it. We'll talk to you later in the week, man. Kind of want to just keep working on this guy to get them all covered. Sometimes that's the easiest thing to do, is just cover them completely, and then I can go back and detail them as I'm doing the other guys. Yeah, just looking at some of the reference shots here, I might end up changing some of the silver, going even darker to make them stand out. Give it a little more variety on the figure itself. So I'm going to keep going with him. I'm going to do, let's see. Let's do, I want to do his staff here. I just don't know exactly what color I want to do yet. I can't believe I still had that one open. You know what? This would be a good point to test my dark silver, actually. I think I'll do that. To see if I even like it. All right, get some water so it can flow good. Well, it's definitely going to look covered with this color. Man, that's dark, but I like it. flip them over. I haven't looked at the clock for a while. We are just over an hour into our Paint on the Desk Hobby Saturday night Hangout. Thank you, you guys, once again, if you're joining me, hanging out with me while I'm slinging some paint. These little hobby streams always do me good to motivate me to work on some stuff. Hang out with you guys. Boy, this is a real touchy spot right here. I don't know if this is a good brush for this, but I say that because this brush is kind of splaying out. I got it. That worked. I was a little worried about that. That was pretty tight area. Now I got to go on the front side here and do it. Do the same thing. Just don't know where to put my hands. I'm not sure what's wet right now. Well, that works. Okay, let's do this spot right here, this color too. Just helps tie it in, and I got enough of a break with the rings that are around it that I'll probably do the bronze color. There. It's a nice dark silver. Let's see. Let's do because I can always, you know what? I can always hit these with dry brush, and I have plenty here. I'm gonna hit these things. Little like round badges, medallions, insignia, and the corners here of his little loincloth. Got the paint, why not? Okay. All right, he's got a belt on, and I have no clue what to do that. It is a metallic belt. You know what? Maybe I'll do that. This. Change brushes here. It's getting a little too small of detail for this one. So I'm going to go to my crazy detail brush. Try to get enough paint in there I don't have to come back and dip. There we go. Took me a minute to find the edge exactly where I wanted to hit it. It's hard to see. I know it's going underneath his arm, but I can't really see it from the back side where it's coming out. I think it's right about there. Same with on this side. It's hard to tell. Just trying to be slow and steady here. Okay. Oh yeah, I wanted to do his little braids in his mustache. His mustache, beard, mustache braids. He's got these little, I don't want to call these braids. That's what I was calling them. Got these little cuffs. I don't know what you want to call these things to hold the braid. Kind of just noticed I'm going up a little bit high on my camera. You guys probably can't see what I was doing. Let's see. Anywhere else? I'm not sure. You know, I could do. I'm actually kind of thinking I want to do this whole thing right here. I'll come back and probably hit those two little round medallions on the end here with maybe a different, I'll highlight it or something different color. Make them stand out maybe with that copper that I was using. But I kind of like this darker look to that. And then there's like a little lightning bolt or something in the middle there. I think what I'll do with that one is I can make that this copper color. I'll do the same thing in the back here. Paint that part of his loincloth. I gotta paint underneath it though. Okay. He might be done for now. I got a lot of them done. I think it's time to move to a different guy and do some of the same focused work that I did with him. Since I got this colored out, I will kind of keep using it. Do these guys the shafts of their axes here. Flip them. The underside. Some of that you won't even see, so I'll hit it with when I do washes, and it'll probably disappear. What time is it? Okay. I got some time yet. Like I said earlier, the idea is to just try and knock out just coating with a base coat. I don't want to see this white primer anymore. Okay, that I was going to paint something else. See if I can get that. I got it. The small area, I wasn't sure if I had the steadiness for it. I missed a little bit right there. Looks weird. Let's see. So let me do his little mustache thing here. Well, it's hard to tell what's going on with it. Let's see, he's got a belt. I might as well do the belt. Looks like it's right there. Okay. Let's see, what's the front look like? Where is his other... Oh, I see it. Man, it's hard to find it. It's right in the middle here of his belly. I guess because he's running, so it's swinging to the side there a little bit. It's hard to tell where it was. I couldn't exactly see it. Okay, I think that's it for him for this tone. Let's go to this guy now, I guess. He's got 2 axes I gotta do. And then I got this guy. Here, let's do this. Some water for flow. I think it's starting to dry up on me already. All right. Let's start with this axe, I guess. Now, this is the guy that I had to take off this because I couldn't get underneath with him on the that holder. The toughest part when these things are mounted on the vases is reaching some of those hard spots. I mean, it's cool, and these things are these dynamic poses, but man, can they be a pain in the butt sometimes too. I just noticed I forgot to paint that part. I think, yeah, it's all dried up. I'll have to come back. I will come back. All right, I gotta do the other axe now. Let's see. Here. Go up to there. All right, I can put them back on here now. A little bit easier to do what I need to do when it's on here. He's got a whole bunch of... He's got double mustache braids. Let's see, here's one. His axe is kind of in the way, so Not the easiest spot to get. It's both hard to see and because of light and just reaching it. I'm kind of like looking and then putting the brush in and hoping I'm hitting it good. I'll probably have to come back and do a little bit of touching up with the orange for his beard and mustache there. Yeah, I got him pretty good though. Wasn't the easiest. Paint the back of his loincloth kind of like the leaders. Now he's got a bunch of stuff on his belt. Coins, it looks like. So not going to use this on that. Okay, who do I got left? This guy. Let's see. He's got 2 here. That looks good. I think I got all of it. Go over here to this one. Sorry if my hands are in the way of seeing what I'm doing. I just trying to get it to where the light's in there so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. He's got little things on his belt too, so I am not going to worry about that then. Well, I think I pretty much got all. Let's see. This dark silver where I want it on all these guys. And I could try actually looking at this guy, putting it maybe on his wristbands. And then I can, there's a little bit of detail that I can highlight with the bronze. So I was just looking at this guy, and I'm like, it just doesn't look like he's got enough dark metallic, this dark silver on him. It just didn't look like it flowed good together. Complemented it. So I'll make his wristbands this dark silver and see if that helps. Probably should go back and put more of this on his helmet then too. Got a little bit on his beard. Let's see, where could I put a little bit more? Let's put some here maybe. Make that darker. If I don't like it, I can always go back and change it up. The nice thing. It's one of the things I like about painting minis. If you don't like it, just repaint it. Let's see. Not sure where else I can put some right here, maybe. Still think that's his eyebrows. I don't know. I can't tell. It kind of helps, though. So I'm going to wait on doing this guy till I get some other stuff on him. I'm thinking, what time is it? Yeah, about 30 minutes. I could probably start to do some of the brass on or bronze on one of them. So I think I'm going to do that. Let me take a sip of coffee. I have coffee next to me. It's probably all cold now. But this guy turned out pretty good so far. Let me move him so you guys can see him a little bit better. Boop. He don't look bad. It's actually starting to look pretty much done. I mean, he's got a ways to go, but Yep, that's some cold coffee. Okay, so let's do. We got light bronze and we got the regular bronze. So let's go to the regular bronze. You know what? I think I got to open this yet. Yep, got to open it yet. I have not had the opportunity to use this metallic color yet. Okay. Throw that away. All right, since this is the first time I've used it, shake it pretty good. What's up, Tyler? Yes, this is the Chosen Axes. These are guys I started with some of the speed paints. I figured I'll work on them, concentrate on them tonight, try to get some more of the detail work, the metallic work done. So they're getting there. I'm just trying to cover all the primer tonight, Tyler. And I'm busting out a new color right here that I've never used. I've had it for a while. It's a bronze. So I'm going to add some bronze to them. This guy's got copper. I went with a copper look for him being the leader. I figured it'd make him stand out. You finished Death Guard earlier today. Cool. I have so many GW fantasy figures that I have a lot of the Shadespire ones, the original warbands. I bought the AOS, one of the starters, so I got a full army of Sigmarites and Ghost. That I think I built one Ghost. And then I got old stuff like the old Vampire Counts. A couple new ones I think I got. Yeah, go post that in the Discord. I get that way too, Tyler. I forget to post sometimes working on stuff. And I'll take the pictures of them, but I just forget about posting it. And then I just kind of bombard posting it. All right, where am I going to put this color? You know what? I'm going to put it right in the middle here. Right there. All right, who did I say I was going to put bronze? I was going to use these guys. Let's see. He kind of looks like that guy. Their helmets are all a little bit different. Well, let's start with this guy. I'll start with the big one, the bigger brush. Yeah, let's see. Let me get some more on here and I can compare it to the guy that I did with the copper and see if it's enough of a difference. I hope so. I do have that light copper, the light bronze that I can put on this guy too to help make it stand out. Have to give it a little bit of time to dry too. All right, I got to switch brushes already. That is just a horrible brush. Probably a good thing. Well, one good thing, we're almost done because my hands are starting to shake. Wow, that's what happens. I work all day and my hands are already tired just from work, so it kind of stinks. It's a stinky part about my job. Kind of wears me out before I even get to have fun. I need to touch up right there a little bit, but let's do this side first. Let's see, so right there. Nice. Normal bronze is actually, I think, darker than I thought it was going to be. That's okay, though. Kind of like it. Different. Oop, almost dipped that right in the wrong color. I don't think it's dried out yet either. That dark silver I was using, I almost dipped right in. Let's see. I think I got just about all of it. A little bit right there I missed. Let me see what it looks like compared to the other guy with copper. All right. Okay, so this is copper. Oh, I just lost the focus. And then this guy is the bronze. Yeah, I think the bronze will be nice. I'll throw a wash in there to deepen the shadows, and then I'll hit it with dry brush it with some of the light bronze. And I'll do some of the copper, I think, on these guys too. A little bit on his belt and whatnot. All right, let's see. Let's do this right here. I have to do some touch-ups. I'll do some touch-ups later. Let's just cover that primer. I think I got it. Oh, no. Just a little bit right there. Okay. To the end of this axe with this. Trying to hit this ring, the ring right here. Hard to get it though. I think I got it. This is definitely gonna make him look like he's pretty much done. I'm covering so much with him. But I figured that's what was gonna happen once I started doing this. It would start to look more complete. Okay, I'm blocking my guy again. Sorry, guys. I can't see very good that way unless I tip it that way. Oh yeah, that's right. This guy had that little coin belts that I was gonna go around and do this with it. Do the same tone. Okay, that I'll do copper, I think. that's it. A little bit of detail there. Spread it out a little bit. Now, I don't know what to do as wristbands for sure. I'll figure it out. Maybe have time for one more here. Let's see. Got the front pretty good. Got the top of this pretty good. Okay, let's do his axe now. Not as much on this axe. Much smaller. Underside. Okay, so I got it this way. Let's do this part. Let's see, what's his belt? He had a silver belt, so that's already done. I just realized I missed a little bit of his. I missed his mustache there with the orange. Same with this side. No, I'll have to go back and add that in. All right, that guy's done. I don't think I have time for another one, guys. So, I'm looking at the clock. Oh, thanks, Tyler. You like the difference of those guys? I figured that would help kind of make them stand out, like this guy versus this guy. The leader has more copper on him. I mean, I'm going to work some brass in these guys too, or some copper in these guys too, just so they kind of blend together. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out ways to make them stand out from one another a little bit. And I may do more, add more here or there type of thing. A lot of times what I like to do with copper is as a highlight, I use a gold, like a, oh, what is it called? I think it's a golden gold. You know, it's a very bright gold. And I use that as my highlight on copper or bronze, copper. That's what I wanted to say, copper. But let's see. What time is it? Yeah, because it is about that time, guys. I've got a couple of you guys on still. Let me see if I can zoom down a little bit so you guys can see these guys a little bit better. So we'll go like this. Okay. And let me see if I can get them to focus now. So I got this guy. And then we got, let's put him there. Yeah, that guy, let's move him up more. So you guys can kind of see him. Let me move my light a little bit too. There we go. So there's my chosen axes, guys, to work tonight. Turn them so you can kind of see like this guy did the copper on his helmet. The rest of them got a light bronze or a dark bronze, and I want to do a highlight. This guy still needs to be done, but you can kind of see a little bit of the work done. I think they're in focus. This guy might be too close. Too close for focusing. But there we go, guys. That's a little bit of work for our Saturday night hobby hangout. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's a lot of fun working on these guys. They're getting there. They actually are starting to look like they're complete, which is kind of cool. But this guy's not in focus here. I think he's just too close. Still a lot of work to do with them, I think. That's what I feel like anyway. Like I want to do some washes to that metallic, and then I'll start highlighting them a little bit more. I'll probably nitpick here and there to kind of try to balance the tones, you know, a little bit more. Do some more work on their beards. I got some touch up here and there that I need to do. But yeah, here we go. Trying to get some good lighting on it for you guys. But yeah, it's been 2 hours for our Saturday night hobby hangout. Let me do some switcheroos and I can say some proper goodbyes. Thanks, you guys, for joining me tonight. As always, you guys motivate me to work on my pile of opportunity that I always get, whether it's stuff that I start and I move on to something, I come back to finish. It's good motivation for me to keep working on them and make some progress. I just need to get some more shelves, I think, for storage for these guys. I'm running out of room, and like my bins that are kind of I build them, put them in there, and then eventually they make it to the table. But I'm running out of places to put stuff that are done. My glass case my IKEA one is pretty full. Might have to get some new ones, I think. But let's see. Let's go to this. I gotta turn some music off because you guys don't need to hear that anymore. But yeah, as always, please take a little bit of time to give us a follow, like, subscribe button. Appreciate it. Helps the algorithm on YouTube and Twitch and even on Facebook where we stream this stuff. And reminder, if you guys want some more live stuff, me and Mac do shorts live stream every Thursday night. We talk about a gaming topic. Sometimes we talk about a new game, news, stuff like that. If you guys want to check that out, join in. We actually have like a little studio audience where you guys can chime in and participate. And if you want some more audio content, make sure you check us out on Podbean, Google Podcast, wherever you find your podcast. And as always, check us out on the social medias, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, and drop us a line at indieinvasion@gmail.com. And oops, I clicked the wrong button there. We do have the Discord. Here's the link, but you know what? A link to all these places we have in the show notes. So you can just click on it, go to that. And if you want to support us, visit us at Patreon/Indie Invasion. We appreciate any support you could give there, or even at Redbubble/people/Indie Invasion. If you want some merch, t-shirt, hat, mugs, stickers, all that kind of cool stuff that Redbubble has on there. And it all supports us, and we appreciate what you guys can do. But that's all I have for you tonight for this Saturday night hobby hangout, Paint on the Desk. I'm glad you guys could join me. If you missed a lot of this, go ahead, please go back. You can watch it on any of those social platforms that I mentioned that we stream to. Give us a like, a comment, all that kind of stuff. And guys, just like that, that's it for Saturday night. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for a while, keeping me company while I'm slinging some paint. But that's all I got for you tonight. So until next time, you guys prepare for the invasion. Have a good rest of the weekend. It's holiday weekend here in America. Don't know if it is across the seas, but either way, you guys have a good rest of the weekend, and we will talk to you next time. So prepare for the invasion, guys. Take it easy.